Hey guys, Darren here with a box review of 1991-92 NBA Hoops Series 1. Now I recently opened a box of Series 2, and the Series 2 was a good experience. The fun of Series 2 is you got some rookies, sure, but it's the Dream Team cards, or the Olympic cards. That's the thrill of the Series 2 box, and they have a lot of SP cards. But other than that, it wasn't a star-studded affair, just because you have the Supreme Court cards, but past that there wasn't really a lot that the Series 2 box carried. And so I was curious about Series 1, which is more subset heavy. And so that was the fun of going through this, and it actually was fun. First off, just going through the cards in the packs is actually a lot of fun to experience. Now I collected these. This was the first year where I was already a collector, and then I discovered this card set. So this was the first year that cards were being discovered for me. So whether it was Pro Set or Score or Skybox or NBA Hoops, these were sets that are very much a part of me beginning to create an identity. And this set had special importance to me because I actually had this on the ceiling of my bedroom. I took the penny sleeves and I glued the penny sleeves. I lived in an attic, and so I had a tilted ceiling, and I glued all the penny sleeves up there, so I had the whole set over my head, which is really cool. So it's always been really special, kind of like my personal set, because it really was my personal set. But the cards themselves aren't really the greatest card designs, with one exception. I found that as I was going through these cards, I loved it. And that's because the images are really strong. But here's the thing. On an individual basis, these cards are not good cards. They're too boring. They're too bland. The card back has no interest. But once you lock these things together and you start flipping through, the images are so strong, and the border does what it's supposed to do. It disappears. You don't see the border. You just see the image. That's the beauty of this card set. And when you put it in binders, then the grid of all of the borders stands out and you don't see the images. But when you have a pile of cards in your hand and you're just flipping through these cards, you just see image, 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 image. The inner color really comes through. This is a card set that's designed to be used. Actually used. That's what these cards are about. And on the back, when you flip the cards over and you start looking at the back, it's the same thing. The card gets out of the way and you're just looking at the content of each card. You're looking at the images, the colors, you're looking at the statistics. That's what comes through on all of these cards. Again, this is a card set that is not intended to be individually praised. It's a card set that's intended to be used. And that's where I had fun. As I was going through the packs, just flipping through the cards was fun. It was really neat. And it was star-studded, absolutely star-studded. But before I get to that, I got within 10 cards of the set. So not bad. So there are 10 cards that are missing, and there's only one star player that I'm missing out of those 10 cards, which is almost kind of interesting, except of how many stars there were. And then you can see from the doubles, they're at about 60% for doubles, not bad. But with those doubles, I got so many stars. I got Dennis Rodman, I got the Dream, Reg, I got Patrick Ewing, 3 Drexlers, Kemp, Peyton, Stockton, Phil Jackson. I got the Boston Celtics team card with Larry Bird. I got Olajuwon on the Rockets twice, Robinson on the Spurs twice. I got the Dream inside stuff. I got the Dream and Robinson scoring leaders, the David Robinson standalone. Not to mention, I also got an extra Jordan. I got 2 extra Jordan All-Stars. I got an extra Magic. I got an extra Magic Milestones, extra Magic NBA yearbooks, and one of the 2 Will Smith cards. I got a double of that. The cards I didn't get a double of were Larry Bird, Scottie Pippen. You got the Bulls team card with Jordan and Pippen. You got Larry Bird Milestones, Jordan Milestones. So these 2 Jordans I didn't get doubles of. And the 1-star card I didn't get was the Jordan scoring leader with Karl Malone. I did not get a single of those for this, so I was missing both of them. But when you consider the fact that I got an extra Jordan regular card and All-Stars, I think that that's a fair trade-off. So that was what was crazy, is you're noticing how many names I've been rolling off in the numbers. every time you open up a pack, you get at least 1 star card, and you're probably going to get 2. And that's kind of the fun of going through these packs, is that every time you're going through the pack, you're going through and something's hitting you and getting you either excited or feeling like, okay, this is good. I'm glad I got this card out of the way. Glad I got that card out of the way. Oh, I think I got a double of him. That's kind of what really drives you through. It would be nice if they had inserts, but they didn't. They just weren't doing that yet. But they did have a subset, or not a subset, an SP card, which is the Dr. Naismith card. And this actually has silver foil around the outside. But in the set, they also have an individual standalone card, which is the Creation of Basketball with Dr. Naismith. This one does not have foil around it. And so that's the card in the set. And then the SP card is just CC1. Something collectible. Can't remember. I guess it was Centennial Collectible is what the CC stood for. It's been a while since I've done the video. So getting the SP card is a good experience to get, but there is only one. And at least in Series 2, they had more subsets, and so there was a better experience, or more SP cards, and so it was a better experience getting those. But still, it's depending on if you're lucky enough to get an SP card in your box. And in my case, I did. I did get this one. I got the Dr. Naismith card. Other than that, you don't get the thrill of anything outside of the set. But this was a time when it was really all about the subsets. That's what was driving us, and there are a lot of subset cards, and that's what really carried me through. So I like the fact that there was a big star power factor in getting all those cards in the subsets, which is kind of the thing with basketball anyway. But then also just the experience of going through the packs was fun to experience. So that's basically what I have to say about this. It was overall, I think it was a better experience than the Series 2, but the Series 2 does have the Olympic cards, so it's kind of a trade-off. But yeah, I think that's what I got for this. So thank you guys for watching.